Ladies and gentlemen,
I can't take it.
it's now time for the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Come on. Get your sneaky snackies. Your sneaky snacky. Sneaky, your snacky.
Where's my news copy?
Girl, you'll get none today.
Not today.
Try to give you a handicap.
Why?
Because, I got to keep you in on your toes. Keep you on your toes. That way you're ready to wear them spikes.
Hey. DeVoe, what? Yeah,
Keep your feet in training.
DeVoe, I'm going to make a comment because I think we didn't do
I love your hair today.
I was about to sit back and say the whole ensemble. I know it's a hard time to keep quality in the show, but I want to give you praise and worship.
You like my little
That's a
pearls
lot.
too?
Yeah, praise and worship, baby. I got to give it to you. You're doing something, and I want to also commend the lady of color over there, bringing it in a different tone and technique.
Wearing them loud colors.
I love it. I love it.
To keep up with your loud personality, man.
And they are lovely.
Keep up with your big ass mouth.
They do. That did. You got to squeeze stuff in there sometimes.
Let me see the nose. Come on.
I'm trying to pull up, you guys, the links.
Let me see. Give me.
No. Wait a minute.
And what are you going to start off with?
Let me see.
I think you should start with the good news, and you should go to non-good news.
Y'all have a lot of requests from people don't prepare shit.
Other shit. And then let's just miss the bad
Y'all
news.
ain't even prepared a damn thing. But you got all these. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, what we're going to do today is I'm actually going to ask you guys about some of these things that have been going on are crazy. First of all, let's deal with some of the good news. The good news is that Suzette, I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look on my shoulder. Do you guys realize that today is a big day in Illinois? It's the big Illinois primary.
Oh, okay.
You excited?
Yes.
Well, because all of us, all they're talking about is Illinois.
Oh, okay.
And about who's going to be the next Republican candidate. They're trying to pick the person who's going to lose to Obama in the election. So they're trying to get that all worked out. And so today in Illinois, they're having a primary.
To pick out who's going to lose?
Yeah, they're trying to select the Republican candidate who's going to end up losing to Obama. And the next,
That's a good one. That's cold.
You guys, that's what they're trying to do.
You see
So
what
it's a big day. It's a big day.
That's right. It could take a lot of work.
Who wants to take a loss in public?
Trying to pick a loser.
You gotta be careful though, Mario. You have some people around you. You may not know where they swing their vote at. Be careful, man.
Well, I'm sure they are. Well, as long as they swinging it. Now, how about this one, you guys? Last week we showed the Coney 2012. I just showed it on last Tuesday. Right. I just showed the trailer. DeVoe was boo-hooing.
I know.
And it was all about Joseph Coney, warlord, one of the many people in the continent.
Who was just a
he was in Uganda, right, with the children soldiers, all of that. Well, as it turned out, the film's maker, his name, what was his name? Jason Russell. I don't know if you saw it. He was arrested last week running around naked outside in San Diego.
Wow.
Now, this is what they described. They said he had been arrested for masturbating, being drunk, vandalizing cars. And there was some videos up on YouTube. Yeah.
Right, that's a good line.
And you got to keep that straight because you don't want to be, if you're masturbating in a car.
And then you vandalize.
You get a lot of, that's right. So you get it mixed up. So, and they still don't know why, but supposedly they think it was distress.
Know why.
He had a break. Did you hear?
He
had some kind of a break.
Yeah.
Did you guys see it?
No, I didn't see it. You know what?
He had a break.
They say that moment where everything just goes, whatever your breaking point is for whatever reason. I don't know if there's more story to it, but I heard about it.
Well, they showed him running around, but they kept blocking out everything. I saw stuff, but the reason why I didn't push it, because the video wasn't that good, because they kept blacking out him being naked. Okay. But he was basically running down the street naked. Yeah. And he was when you do that, it's like a psychotic break.
Or a chemical imbalance.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
A lot of people who have that, they get naked for some reason.
Yeah.
They take off their clothes.
A chemical imbalance?
Yeah, when you don't take.
Well, here's a cleaner picture of him from RT.com in the earlier days. But so we're still trying to he was arrested, and we're still trying to find out what happened. But I think they're trying to deal with it as a psychological
Well,
Wow.
yeah, it's definitely something wrong.
So they don't have a history on him. This is his first kind of moment that paints him a certain way. So there's no other background on him. So they really don't have anything prior, not demonstrations, but
as far as we know.
Okay.
As far as we know.
Okay. All right.
Now, by the way, there's a bunch of articles we'll be dealing with tomorrow. Now, I got to bring this one up because you guys.
Wait a minute. Was that the good news? I thought you said we were starting.
I have.
Good
This is good news.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
What?
Oh
Okay.
no.
This got us in trouble. But there's a rock feminist punk band.
Oh no!
Take a look. I'm just giving you an update. That's right. The feminist punk band Pussy Riot is now, they're still in jail. They've been kept in detention awaiting trial. Those of you know, we carried the story that this is a very popular band in Russia who's been really doing crazy stuff, going into the churches to protest. A little bit out there, okay? But still, really, it's really, in a very legitimate way, attempting to bring attention to a variety of causes. They target the church a lot and the Pope whenever he does appearances. But now they've been in detention. Well, now there's a big fundraiser for them because people are really, I told you guys it was a serious story, that people are actually behind them and they're trying to raise money for them. So this is going on. So I had to give you an update because people want to know what's happening with that.
So
Thank you.
It's a validated, real. That's not one of those sensational stories.
It's a real story.
It's a real story. Okay, and you know, hey, I want to thank.
And they're being followed in Europe.
You see, now, do you think that their message is cutting through because of their name gives them that pathway where you can cut through? Doesn't it have the proper effect of capturing your attention, you guys?
Well, they are using shock value.
Does that work?
Yeah, always.
Okay. Do you guys have shock value?
We're
Sometimes, depending what they wear.
Every 3 minutes for the next 3 hours on this show.
I'm telling you, none of these are shocking. Okay, all right. Now I'm mixing it up, you guys. Here's another thing. Did you guys realize there's a new iPad that came out? People were lined up all over the place. Mm-hmm. Well, check it out. They sold 3 million in 3 days.
Wow.
iPad.
Super popular.
You guys, you know how the penetrance of this product is actually going to be perhaps the most record. It's setting records for the most penetrance into the population. In a minute, you're probably going to have about 25 to 30% of the phones in the U.S. are going to probably be that phone.
When I read that story, I really, for a moment, thought it was something really spectacular because I thought it was 3 million maxi pads. So I really thought it was something.
Or panty shields.
Oh my God.
Which I
well, at least they know now if they wanted to put a chip in something and get everybody to buy it, they know what type of electronic to put it in.
Oh, the chip theory. She's hit
the okay, that's going to be tomorrow. Funny DeVoe mentioned that. One of the stories I'm covering tomorrow has to do with the CIA spying on people through household items.
Well, there you go. There you go.
It's actually not that outrageous. For those of us in the tech view, I can tell you, if you have an internet connection, it's probably technically a way for me to penetrate into you. And for those of us who deal with electronics, know that if you take a speaker and reverse some of the current, it can become like a microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those of us who, it's very similar
and the tracking
thing between a microphone and a speaker.
Yeah.
Every phone is a tracking device.
That's right.
Phone.
That's how they track it. We ought to set up one for Suzette Tomlinson. So we can see her as she goes about. And then we can say, wait, what, girl? What you doing over there?
Like she's doing nothing. I wish she would do something.
Girl, make it sound exciting.
Make it sound exciting.
That's right.
All right, and here's another good news. A new book came out about James Brown. Now, I don't know how accurate the book is about James Brown, but this new book came out about James Brown, and it's a bio. It's called The One, and it was actually one of the hot picks. I'm going to see about getting a look at it from my Kindle Fire. But James Brown, I know, I celebrate this man. He was a pioneer. Like most of our heroes, their lives are not perfect, right?
Right.
Right.
I mean, that's the whole issue, right? People want our heroes to be perfect.
Right.
And they ain't.
Right.
Okay, so very few of them. All right. So James, too, was a person who had a bunch of sides. But this book is coming out as a bio. It's called The One. And I think that there's a movie that
There
people are
should be.
talking about his life.
They should do a movie. That'd be fun. I'd watch it.
Who would be a good person to play him?
Wow, James Brown.
Oh, good for Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
It's who plays him early and who plays him late. Eddie
him a little
Murphy can
tad.
play him in the middle years.
Eddie.
I
don't know who would play him young.
I want him Cat to play him when he got pulled. You know, he had that famous picture when he got pulled over.
Yeah, they both had them bad hair days.
Wait,
They
what?
love to show that. They love to show black men when you're arrested with your hair all bad.
So, Maury, I just want you to know the last 4 topics were not good news.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm trying.
Maybe
to,
James Brown a little bit. Yeah, James Brown.
I thought that it was
But-
good news to know they're raising money for Pussy Riot.
You know,
I think that's good
they're
for me.
in jail
I took
still.
it.
They're in jail still.
But we're
That's
gonna
bad
get
news.
them out because we can. You know what happened when you lock that stuff up? It must be set free. It's got to be set free. Free it.
You have
Free.
So I can't wait to hear
I hate
about
to
the
think of
other
it locked
shit,
away.
because this all sounds
All right.
like the other shit.
Here's another one, you guys. I thought this is just the news. How about this one? Which southern city? You stop cheating. You always are cheating. That's why you know all the answers. Which southern
was on
city
Twitter.
has the tastiest food? What?
Let me read it so I can answer.
You're not supposed. You guys, you know there are some southern cities, right? You got everybody should be able to name at least one.
right.
Okay,
But
let
what's
me see.
interesting is what southern
Southern food.
cities actually are being recognized, and this is done by a tally by some people who knows, and they're on the internet, so it must be true. So they did a tally. Some of these people, and they said these are the cities that have the tastiest food in the South. Now, can anybody guess
Without looking.
at least one of them?
Go ahead, DeVoe.
Yeah, DeVoe.
Big Sexy said New Orleans already.
I was going to say that.
Well, that's the one everybody should
New
get to me is
Orleans,
New
yeah.
Orleans. Well, actually, they were number 3.
Really?
Lafayette, Louisiana, it was number 1.
Still.
Okay, and they called them a Cajun, a cayenne spiced Acadiana, whatever that
Acadiana.
is. Then number 2 was Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky
they have
is
the
supposed
best
to have some.
fried chicken.
That's
Do
what.
they?
Yeah,
I've
they're
never
When I
supposed
used
to.
to
Yeah.
eat chicken, yeah, they
Used to eat chicken.
Are you
Yes.
a vegetarian?
And I used to eat chicken. A friend of mine's from Kentucky.
I eat this fish.
When he was frying it up, man, I don't know why their chicken is better. It's just it is.
They
What's
supposedly
the
have some
flavor
really
of
good
it?
chicken.
Flavor of it.
They
and
supposed
how
to
they
have a good
fry
chicken.
it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
is
the
it different?
temperature and how But
Damn, I'm hungry.
I'll have to try that next time I do a road trip through the country.
yes.
It's weird when you're doing a road trip, and depending on where you are, you go to the gas station, and you're like, okay, they got fried chicken here. I mean,
Right.
Oh, and Louisiana's like that.
Right.
Do I really
The
want
gas
this?
station? Okay.
No, for real. In New Orleans, I went on a tour, and they stopped at some, the tour takes you around to look at New Orleans. They stopped some little place like a gas, and we're like, here we're stopping here for lunch. It's Bob's Hole in the Wall. I ordered a seafood platter. So they have a seafood platter here, Bob.
Really?
And there was nobody in there too, because it was one of them you pull in with the little tour bus, right?
Right.
They brought me a seafood platter like this with a mound of seafood on it.
Wow.
And people say in New Orleans you can't get a bad meal. I must admit, I didn't have
experienced-
a
I
bad
haven't
Never
experienced
had
that
one
yet.
either when I was out.
Now you can get some bad people who can't cook. There's always somebody,
Well,
right?
Yeah, it
but
sure is.
moreover, they are the hot.
Well,
Mac-
look at the other ones.
Mac Part Towns, he just wanted to chime in. He just said Texas for the Q. For the
Oh
Q.
yeah, I think they have a place from.
Yeah.
Okay, did they?
Yeah.
Houston.
They did. Houston was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Houston was number 6. Okay, let me give them in order. Lafayette, then Louisville, Kentucky, then New Orleans, then Charleston. Okay, then Houston, then Birmingham, Alabama, then Decatur, Georgia, then Baltimore, and then finally Raleigh, North Carolina.
They cook in Baltimore?
Crabs, they big on that crab cakes and the crabs. All right, so that's sort of the good news, the bad news. Now let me get to some of this other stuff. Okay, I thought first of all this was kind of insulting.
Uh-oh.
Did you see that baby get frisked?
That's coming up next.
Viral video.
That's coming up next. We're going to show the baby getting frisked because this is about babies. All this baby attacks. Okay, I thought this was weird, you guys. It turns out that people who go overseas, American citizens, when you go overseas and have an in vitro baby, that baby is not a U.S. citizen. This is a crazy quirk in the law. Because, as you realize, if you're not a U.S. citizen, both the parents are not citizens, and the baby's born here, it's a citizen. Okay? This is what makes this kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? But through some quirk in the law, what the hell?
What happened?
You know, stuff be computer.
Oh, your
What are you
screen went
doing?
white.
Yeah, stuff, let me just tell you what happened. Okay.
Yeah, just improv.
No, because the screen went black
Tell me
again.
about it.
Okay.
I don't
A
care.
child
It's
adopted overseas by a U.S. citizen is eligible to become an American citizen. A baby born in the U.S. is a citizen, even if the parents aren't. But if a child is born to U.S. citizens overseas through in vitro fertilization, okay, the child is not an American citizen unless an American is one of the donors.
I was just about to say it has
And
to
that
do
could
with
be
the
hard to prove. So they have there's a problem in the law. They're trying to deal with it because they've had couples that have been going overseas to get their in vitro fertilization, only to be shocked to find out that their children are not citizens.
They can't bring them back.
Wow.
So what you supposed to do? Leave your child over there?
I thought it was crazy.
I don't know.
Insane.
It is crazy,
A
and
man
it shows
wrote
you.
that. A man wrote that.
Probably.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Not a black one. We don't get to write a whole lot.
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't get to write a whole lot. Even now.
Wow, that's interesting.
With no change.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here's the story that Suzette, tell them about you heard. This is a TSA who patted down a toddler in a wheelchair. Now, wait a minute. Y'all, before you get all crazy, you can pack a bomb in a toddler.
That's right.
Okay, that's
Now,
right.
you can.
They've carried many things in newborns.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
have.
Little black women with dreadlocks are my favorite way to stash stuff. You can stash stuff all over them. And then send excuse me. Sorry. Send it right on
This is not
through.
right. This is not right.
Send it right on through.
Man, DeVoe's not smiling, man. DeVoe, you're really supposed to wear a face that.
Well, take a look at this child.
Okay.
Take a look at this child.
No
This child was
poker
frisked. He was frisked.
Okay, here we go. Let's see the
Let's
video.
take-
Happened in Chicago.
It did? Oh, the hub.
Well, who got the video?
The Parent. It's from 2010.
Tigers, animals.
Well, they had to put on some gloves, too. Body cavity
Rocco, he's
search.
got to check you. He's just going to check you out,
I
okay?
used a little finger.
Can you sit up?
Use a little
Sit up.
finger.
Real nice.
He went off on the metal detector because he's in a
Oh, he's in
wheelchair.
a wheelchair, the poor thing.
It's like Forrest. Run, Forrest.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're gonna go to hell. Did you know that?
I love children.
Did you know you're gonna go to hell?
They lo-
Okay.
They have great barbecue.
Yeah.
That's my.
Rocco, they got to just check you, okay? It's no big
Again
deal.
with more checking.
Yeah, we're gonna
Little
go there
kids
and
like
we're gonna
that.
eat in a minute. I
They
know.
like to be checked.
He's
He
like,
doesn't
here we
look
go.
happy.
It's no big deal.
He
And then
doesn't
you
look
can
like.
put your Crocs on.
Oh
Look
no.
at his sister. So what do you guys think about this?
What? I think the frisk him some more.
I think it's an inadequate search. They need to strip search this little guy.
You know what?
How do you know what he's got on him?
You're wrong.
I'm just saying that is an inadequate search. That was a
huh?
piss poor search
Little
job I just saw.
I just feel like that's just wrong.
Are you nervous?
He could be carrying
How old is
something.
he? Like 2, 3?
That's why you get
Checking to
them.
make sure
Little
that
fine
you're
black
okay to
women
get on the
always
plane,
carrying
that's all.
something.
He
Okay?
said, I just want to make sure you're okay to get
Check
on the
'em.
plane. That's all.
All black women under
Oh, wow,
5'4".
look, he's gonna take his socks off and all this that.
Look at DeVoe. At least he's gonna let him. DeVoe don't cry. Damn.
Devo do look like she's gonna break down like
That's why you can't take no bad news.
I can't understand this whole thing. What are those little pads he's doing? Oh, he's going into his butt now?
No, they don't show that on TV.
What do they think?
They
he's
have that on
got?
the premium channel.
He's got some poison
What is
contaminated.
that? What is that?
They have to wipe him down with some. It tells about explosives.
Wow, How did they really do all of this?
Why? So you guys are against this? I'm just trying to understand. You guys are against it?
Yes.
What let me just say.
You're not against it?
Are there some parents who would use their kids that
Yes.
that would use their kids in a position
Yes.
that they would assume that they're
Look
not
at it.
gonna
Stop
bother
that
kids?
lady. Stop her.
Okay.
I see that. That's the kind of suspicious to me.
See,
I seen them carrying stuff.
Can you imagine
Chicken,
her frisking
boxes
her?
of food to take homes.
you think
All that. Biscuit, monkey bread. They carrying monkey bread.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not part of
I
that.
said that lady, she probably got some illegal monkey bread.
We're almost done, buddy.
Taking it back to Chicago. They don't have a lot of monkey bread back
Oh
there.
my goodness.
Did this go viral, you guys?
It's okay.
Yeah, they went
Yes,
viral.
it did.
What airport was it again?
O'Hare.
O'Hare.
Checking
You
out
know
his
that
chair.
little guy, whoever the security was, he was like, dang.
So you know in Chicago, I'm just saying the reason why you write a protocol is because
Okay, thank you.
if you want to be safe, you have to do these things to me. I think you don't make any
I think that
distinctions
they
between
tell them in
people's
the
outward
morning-
appearance.
They tell the security in the morning, frisk someone that you absolutely would not think like a child in a wheelchair.
Right.
So you could just make everybody scared.
What about now? Wait a minute. Can I ask you one
Protocol
thing?
doesn't allow you to think now.
Okay. Let me just ask you. Have you guys thought about the Dalai Lama getting frisked?
That would be just like
It's easy because he has just the loose clothing. It's really simple.
It is.
that would
Like
be
right
one
now,
of
they
those
can frisk
shock-
you really quick.
That would be one of those little shock, treatments.
Thank you. So now let me ask you this. Not true. I'm gonna say this.
Check everything.
So royalty, see every time you see what they doing. You see what they doing. They got this little back thing.
I'm just saying they should check Suzette Thompson.
Notice-
I would tell
They
her.
do. Notice
I would
that
tell
Always
him.
offended.
Check her. Check her. Check
Always,
everything.
Like, take your flip flops off. Like, I gotta take my friggin' flip flops off to get on this plane. Come on,
Okay,
give me a break.
I
They want to see your toes.
I want to know how come the president and everybody else don't get checked.
You got to check them.
You want to know why? What?
I want everybody to get frisked. I want Obama.
I do too.
I want the premier of
Me
China. Hong
want
Kong. I
everyone
want
to get
everybody
frisked?
All
to
black
get
women
frisked.
under
Everybody.
5'5".
You set by example, don't
Well,
you?
they're about to take care of that. We're going to walk through an X-ray machine where they're going to see our bones. So don't worry.
I want to
we'll
make sure I
all-
can tune the machine. Get it on YouTube. Get some shapes.
Before you know,
X-ray
we'll all
vision.
have radiation type of cancer because we've been walking through these X-ray machines.
You know you could get cancer from being poor.
They used to say that you sat too close to the TV in our day. That's right. Well, okay, so that's one thing. So I know. So let us know how you guys feel if that's too much. It's obviously a bunch of people don't like it. So
Oh wow, that's deep.
So that's so it's so
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see you look at the same story. How about this one, you guys? I thought this was interesting. The man that created Red Bull died. He was a Thai billionaire.
Yep. Saw
He
that.
Wait a
created
minute.
Red
Who's
Bull.
talking about who made Red Bull?
He was
A Thai
Asian.
billionaire
Yeah,
who created Red Bull.
Red Bull was made in Riverside
No.
in a garage with some Latinos.
No.
Red Bull, the
I-
energy,
Oh, so are you
Not
trying to
lying.
say there's a Red Bull controversy?
I'm not
Red
lying
Bull,
to you.
the energy drink.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It was bought.
Do you
by
know
the
them?
Yeah, no, I know the company that bought them. I used to work with.
Oh, see, another one,
Uh-oh.
see?
So
that's
who
what
are
they
they
say.
trying to say made up Red
He's
Bull?
89.
Let me tell you, I'll tell you right now.
This Asian dude got all the credit.
Really?
That's right. A Thai billionaire.
Chaleo Yava something.
Yeah, Chaleo Uvidia, the self-made Thai billionaire who introduced the world to energy
Oh,
drinks.
it says he introduced the.
He co-founded.
Oh, energy drink. Okay.
'Cause we know 2 Red Bulls and a Viagra. That's where I start the
I
day.
knew he was coming.
That's where I start the day. Got to get my Red Bull. So don't scare me. But he died of natural causes, whatever that is, in Bangkok, right? Nobody dies of natural causes in
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Don't they? People don't just die.
They died with about 13 women in the room.
Well, he came
Rubbing
up with the
him.
first energy drink. He probably had 13 women.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know I would. 14.
Go
But
on.
anyway, he was the 205th richest man in the world.
Yep.
With a net worth of $5 billion. He was 80 years old. And he's dead now.
See?
All right.
That's
so
all right,
now
DeVoe.
at least the Red Bull. He co-founded the
Yeah.
globally popular Red Bull.
Energy drink.
So that's so far. Okay, so now that's so far the good news. I'm just trying to make sure.
What?
That's all the good news.
This guy died.
Now, because some stuff I'm not showing you guys because, okay, here's
Chris, in
one
a
of the ones I'm
wheelchair.
not showing.
All right.
One of the one stories I'm not going to talk about this Dutch priest who's launching a sex shop for Christians.
Okay. Can I make a
A
request?
former priest, now sex therapist.
Wait a minute.
This is real news.
I know, wait a minute.
I just pulled him off because I said that looks really weird. A former priest and now sex therapist, Mark Angemont has opened an online sex shop for devout Christians. And the whole thing is that it sells it without any dirty language or dirty pictures. So you can get a nice, clean marital aid and a nice Christian environment for you to share with your wife or husband who you are truly joined to. So you can, without the benefit, you can buy without the benefit of a nasty picture. So when you get that two-headed jackrabbit, you have to just imagine.
Okay, I'm sorry. We have to interrupt.
That's a true
We got to interrupt for a second. Mark, you forget the duty.
No, you tell
Our co-host has to read the last 2 chat replies from Big Sexy in their proper order.
She has trouble with she's ill prepared.
I know. She has to go read, Big Sexy. It's in reference to the Red Bull, so please read the last 2.
That's terrible.
You have to read it out loud. No. Big Sexy, no.
He's laughing about the guy.
Wow, LOL.
Uh-huh.
That's all I see.
You don't see the other?
Can you help me, Mario? Damn.
Can't help. Not them independent ones.
See, you guys have to
Plus,
keep
you have
up.
those tapery fingers and stuff.
Okay.
You work them out, girl.
Now, this is in reference to the
How
Red...
can I scroll?
Oh, look at that. Look at the girl. You scrolling now.
Am I Wait.
Ooh. I'm telling you, you have wonderful eye-to-hand dexterity.
And remember,
Red
this is...
Bull.
There you go.
Wow.
It is not. He said Red Bull is made. That is not made from that.
Okay.
What did he say?
He said
this
Red
is
Bull. He was trying to... He made some issue with the origin of Red Bull.
You can't say, oh my God,
Wait a
do I
minute.
have to get up and read it myself?
You know what, DeVoe, come here.
can't see it.
Come here, DeVoe. I want you to watch DeVoe. See, I
all
need help.
plugged up.
See, the co-hosts, they're all so busy. They don't even interact with our fans.
I'm trying to
That's
pick
all right.
because I was up late. I don't have.
Now, Big Sexy said what? Red is what?
Red Bull is made from bull nuts.
Okay. Oh, that's it. That's all I wanted.
If you
Bull
had
is
your
made from
own-
bull nuts.
Yes.
If she was prepared with her own computer, she wouldn't have to come over there.
Can you just be happy that she's
Okay.
here?
See?
Sex shop.
That's what all y'all women say the same thing.
See,
Can't you just be happy that I'm here?
trying to help you.
No.
Mac. Sexy. Wow.
That's terrible.
Red Bull
See?
balls. WTF.
See?
Terrain comes from bull nuts.
See?
I didn't see that.
See? And
His machine probably all messed up.
All right. Well, now I have on the
They're
way out.
cracking up on your chat room.
I have a
want you
couple
guys
of
to
still
know they
good-
are cracking.
Okay, how about
What
this?
else do you have here?
On the way. Wait, I need this.
see? You see? Now you see what's
You
happening.
know what? I'm going to take a break.
All right, how about this? I have a couple of stories on the way out. How about this one, you guys? Recently, doctors are starting to say that too many antipsychotic medicines are being prescribed to people where the real problem is just the regular problems of living, quote unquote.
Duh. Right. Duh.
That's what I
Duh.
see. How many say that? In other words, what they're saying is too many people are being placed on psychiatric medication.
Yes,
when they're
that's
having
true.
the normal problems to be expected
It's just life.
just by living.
Get over it.
But because somebody's making some money on the other side of the counter.
Well, they love to put the black men on Prozac. Because you
Well,
know
that's
y'all
what-
violent. All y'all
Well,
violent.
you know what? It's
We love to put black men on
don't get me
Prozac.
started.
Come
with
in,
that.
they'll have you on Prozac in a minute. Are you violent? I knew it. You're violent.
Oppression at its
Violence.
highest state.
Look at Vic, 'cause you can see he's underneath. He's a seething volcano of anger.
So what's up with this, Marla? Let me ask you.
No.
They want to sell me a product that I can't even pronounce. Zachraloya Boya or something. And then 3 years later, they want to give me an attorney if someone in my family has died off of this particular pill that they were telling me to take earlier. What is that about?
Trying to get rid of them Negroes. Too many. Too many.
How are they getting
Sometimes
away
you go
with
places
that?
and it's all Negroes. Like the islands. You got to clear them out. Make room for other folks.
What other folks?
The ones that's coming.
Other races.
That's right. Conspiracy Wednesday will be here tomorrow. We're going to talk about how people with dreadlocks are short supply.
People with dreadlocks.
They are. They are. They get rid of all the people with dreadlocks. That's why I got some to make sure
Mario.
I can still represent.
Okay, I have to educate you. These are locks.
That's right. They're not dreadlocks. That's right. They are locks. They're wonderful. Want to give us a quick history?
I just want to let you know that when you call them dreads,
That's right.
it comes from the word dreadful.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay, and they used to say this was a dreadful hairdo.
Yes.
And the very people who used to say that, their nieces and cousins and children's children are wearing locks now too. Okay.
Can we say nappy?
How about naughty?
Naughty nappy.
Okay, so
Nappy.
whiskey tastings are in.
That's the next thing I was going to tell you guys.
Why
But only after.
Can I?
Oh.
But you gonna,
I like
you
that
gonna
one.
skip.
Yeah,
You gonna skip this story.
I'm not reading that one.
Oh. Why not? I want to
What
see
is
it.
that one?
What story
now we're
is
all
it?
curious.
So
See?
whiskey tastings are in. Wine tastings are so yesterday. Wine tastings are so yesterday.
That's right. Speaking of which,
Years of living in the valley.
well, Suzette. Okay, you guys, we
And
may
now
have
they're
to go.
tasting whiskey.
Well, out in El Segundo or Carson, there's a new brewery. Besides whiskey, the microbrews are hitting Southern Cal. There's a note somewhere in there that somewhere out in Carson or El Segundo, there's a new brewery.
Yep.
And they're having tastings. And also, these people are starting to make whiskeys, small little distilleries. And they passed a new law that allows for them to have tastings.
Well, isn't that hard
Wow.
on your body? Like wine's not so hard, but whiskey's hard, isn't it?
Well, you know, cocaine, heroin.
Oh, that's
crack.
cool. That's
I mean,
wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
whiskey.
a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
Let's have a crack.
That's right.
tasting
But we should go
party.
to a whiskey tasting, and also maybe we might have to do an excursion to this local breweries. They're
You're
having
gonna
this.
be so wasted tasting whiskey. Give
Oh.
me a break.
You're not. We were gonna have you taste the whiskey.
I don't even drink wine. What
So
am I
that's why
gonna
you
do whiskey?
taste. You don't drink. You taste. You sip.
When's the last time anybody tasted whiskey in here? When's the last
I've
time?
never tasted
Never
it.
tasted it?
I
I drink.
it's what
Yeah, I
people
had some
drink
whiskey
it.
this
They
morning.
make a funny face in there, you know, like
I started today with a shot of scotch with my Red Bull, 2 Viagra's. Shot of scotch. That's all manly.
that's why you warped today,
Wait a minute.
That's how you do. I just growl for no reason.
like a pirate.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you got it.
Right. I was like, what's this pirate sound?
Come some winch.
Hi, matey.
I'm sorry. I'm missing the Globe report.
Okay, so go on, Suzanne. She's got some more now. That was the
I
one.
believe this. I feel this.
But you still don't want to talk about the Vegas thing.
The basics.
Come on
Some
now.
extra savings. You need to make, according to blah, blah, blah. We can't say.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, can you say USA Today?
Yeah.
Okay,
We
okay.
say
I
this
didn't know
sorry
that
ass
was live.
USA. We can scandalize their name. It could have been New York Times. One of those big publications taking over every goddamn thing. All of them.
Well, according to USA Today,
Evil.
the average American needs to make $150,000 a year in order to afford the basics. some
Hit the
extras,
streets. Better hit the streets.
Whoa.
and save money.
That's right, you guys. What they're saying, if you're making $100,000,
You
$100,000
barely
a
make
year,
That's
and you
not
feel
enough.
broke.
Yes.
Now you understand why. First of all, you make $100,000, you owe about $50,000 in taxes.
That's right. That's
So
right.
you didn't know that. Shocker, bummer.
So wait a minute. Let me put in perspective then.
So y'all broke.
Should people now combine their efforts to sit back and make enough money, which means cohabitating with
Think
one
about
another?
it, DeVoe.
cohabitating.
Come on,
Cohabitating.
DeVoe. I got room for you. Got room down the hall. Bunk beds. Put your other hand where you and Suzette.
You can save money. Wait a minute. You can
All right.
I'm trying to save my mind. Is what I'm trying to
Wait a
say.
minute.
Forget
Bunk
the
beds.
money.
I got bunk
Is it-
beds
I
for
would
y'all.
go totally insane if I lived with Mario.
Well, hey, Mario, is it true? Because you reported on this. You said, and they had it on TV about a week ago that the age now is that a lot of college students are coming back home. So if they're coming back home because they can't afford it, the trickle down is going to hit relationships. So here's my question to all of
Like,
you:
get your girlfriend to
now
sleep
that you
in
got
your room.
relationships and everybody's separate, who's more likely to say, "Come on, baby, let me move in with you"? The man to the woman or the woman to the man? What do you think?
The man to the woman, of course.
Oh, so he's gonna be
No, girls are going to ask you, can I move in with you and your mom? I said, girl, I don't
See that
know.
much happening.
My
I
mom's
don't.
kinda
I
funny.
don't. I don't.
About hygiene and stuff,
Big Sexy said, "Woman to the man, woman to the man." So,
Man to the woman.
but who's more employed, the women or the men?
The women.
Talking about black folks? Gotta get some
I think across
parameters. I'm trying to get some parameters. That's all.
We're just talking about human beings.
Okay, that's okay. Well, then women.
Go ahead. I want to incite them. Women
What?
to the men. That's what I'm hearing.
You said the woman to the men.
You see
I
any
said
last stories?
Men to the woman.
The story
Robin
Suzette
is
won't
you.
read. The story Suzette won't read is how now they have the Las Vegas hotels are starting to carry crazy stuff or different. Well, it's not crazy. They're responding to consumer requests.
Oh, so now they have dildos in there?
They have a whole.
Wow.
Damn, ain't she good?
Oh, yeah. You took it.
Right.
You took it way.
But that's the truth. But she's right. She's not far.
They didn't even.
They just said handcuffs.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Vegas, what's left in Vegas?
See, that was not Mario. That had nothing to do with that.
Wow. They didn't
So,
say all that.
what they're going to have? Not dildos. What?
Crotchless panties?
What kind of panties?
Crotchless?
Oh.
It turns out, you guys.
Oh, kind of like your little...
Did you see the prices, you guys?
No, what you said, you took it way.
Well, what's in the box with the crotchless panties?
You
Not
tell
that.
us.
Right.
Tell us, DeVoe. I don't know.
What is that?
All I'm saying
I'm
is
still trying to
in Vegas,
imagine you
what's
in the whole
done in
circumstance.
Vegas is left in Vegas, so
Because it
let's...
says
There's probably...
rapid fur handcuffs, blindfold, skimpy French maid style outfit, peekaboo bra. Doesn't quite.
And
big
what they're
D.
not mentioning is the blow-up doll and the dildo and the vibrators. That's
Well, let me
different.
tell you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else?
As
did
it
I
turns
say
out,
up?
no.
I'm
Yeah.
saying Vegas. Come on now.
Wow.
Okay, as you guys, it's the story's all about how room service in Las Vegas is adjusting to the trends. Everybody's been watching these movies, The Hangover and all that, and this stuff is real. So now more of the hotels are staffing for these kinds of things, and they're having products. For example, they're quoting the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. They have a Get Love brochure that they actually put in every room now. In every suite, and it lists the peekaboo bra, $48, skimpy maid outfit, $98. Write that one down. Blindfolds, $30. Rabbit fur handcuffs. Now I want them to at least be uncomfortable. $36. Now so far the most popular item is the $146 Turn Me On vibrating panties. Now it shows you men ain't buying it for themselves.
How do you know?
The women are buying it for themselves.
How do you know?
They're such a novelty. They say you can hold a remote control from across the room in a club or a restaurant.
They don't say that. That's Mario making
They're-
that up.
Okay, Suzette.
What? No,
Suzette,
it's
what does
true.
it say? There's such a novelty. The partner can hold a remote control
In a restaurant
or a club.
Yeah.
I like to
That's a
shock you
little
while you
fancy.
gambling. Hi, honey.
But the point is, nowhere does it use the word.
It's just me having a funny.
They got the dildo.
Nowhere. No, it doesn't say
I can
do
get
it.
guarantee
We'll be
you.
walking down the aisle.
They got that.
Would you mess with your old lady if you had her some vibrating
We
panties?
should all all like go to Vegas and do an episode there
And videotape it, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, that means that we go to Vegas and I buy you the $146.
No,
I'll pay for it.
I just want
No,
to go to
we're
Vegas.
just doing a
I'll
report.
spend
We're not
$300
doing
to put
an
vibrating
experiment,
panties on both of them.
This is not a
And Vic can hold one remote.
I'm gonna leave if you don't come down.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna go.
$146.
You guys, wait a minute. Big Sexy has something to say. Yeah, and Mac.
That's why broke people can't go to Vegas.
Okay, Big Sexy want to know, is DeVoe an undercover freak?
No!
Yeah,
I am not. I'm just a realist. I'm a realist.
Think
And
about
if
DeVoe
they
went
said,
to first.
no, wait. If they
She
said they
was
got
like, the dildos! They got dildos! They got
Suzette, and you don't have to keep saying it over and over again. You're yelling it out. You're yelling it.
Trump
No,
is repeating
I'm
what
not
they
Big Sexy,
said.
not at all.
She's like,
I'm
I already know. I
I'm
already
just a
know.
realist. They're not saying it
They
on the
got
report, but
they got the
it.
purple, they got the red. And I was like, no, they just gotta.
You notice Victor and I had nothing to do with any of that, right?
I'm just sitting over here in
And
my
what did
space.
Mac say? And what did Mac say?
Mac, let me tell you what Mac said. Mac, after the question, couldn't help it. It's a transition moment. Mac is going, ha 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 ha.
Again.
Realest freak over in the house. That's you, DeVoe.
Watch the power.
Because I speak the truth. They have it, trust me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh God.
I don't even know what that was.
I don't either.
It was good news. I tried to bring serious news to the
No, you
community.
didn't.
I'm trying to help the community with serious news. And these ladies get in the way.
No.